What's going on, Scorpio? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be your general reading for the month of April. Hopefully you guys are doing good out there. Thank you for tuning in to the broadcast. We're going to be hopping into your messages, bringing you clarity for the month of April, seeing what messages we can get through your spread, through your cards. This is a general reading and it may not resonate with everyone that watches the reading, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel as usual. If it doesn't resonate, you can always check out your rising or moon sign or one of the previous readings that I did for Scorpio, all right? Let's see how your spread looks. This is going to be your main storyline, your present energy right here. After that, we're going to be hopping into your futuristic energy on the left side right here. And then we're wrapping it up in the end with a fairy card. You guys got the Ace of Autumn. All right, if you're brand new to the channel and you don't follow me on IG yet, you should follow me at chrisanthony14lbs, chrisanthony 14 pounds. And if you're looking to book a personal reading with me, you can look at the description of the video to have the details about how to book with me. All right, let's do this, Scorpio. I think we covered all the preliminaries, right? So let's hop right in. Crowning your reading, we do have the High Priestess clarified with the Seven of Cups and the Hermit card. So I do feel like in the month of April, you guys are going to be diving deep. You may be diving deep into your subconscious, into your internal world, into the internal you. You may definitely be receiving a lot of messages from your subconscious. All right. I feel like this High Priestess with the Seven of Cups is searching for a way to express her ideas, her emotions, her philosophies. I feel like you guys could be taking a dive deep into your subconscious because you're trying to sort out some things with the Seven of Cups. You're trying to definitely figure out how to move forward. I feel like on your path, how you are connecting with your higher self, how your internal dialogue is speaking to you, what your storyline is in this world. You know, I feel like this is some inner work that's being done because we have the Hermit card here, right? The High Priestess is somebody that operates within the mysteries, the darkness, the unknown, right? And she really carries the messages to your consciousness through intuition, your intuition, intuitive hits, things like that. But with the Seven of Cups, there's been maybe some confusion. There's been some mix-ups when it comes down to your intuition, right, is what I feel. And I do feel like this could be because there is an evolution that's happening with you guys intuitively. The way that your messages come through, the way that your spirit guides communicate with you, the way that your higher self taps in with you is somehow being evolved from maybe the place that it was in the beginning, maybe in the beginning of your awakening. Maybe you got used to receiving messages in one particular way is what I'm feeling. But there's something being transformed. There's some sort of evolution. There's some sort of upward spiral that I'm picking up here with the High Priestess energy. So it feels like you guys are choosing a new way, maybe subconsciously, to communicate, you know, with your higher self for your intuition to be communicated, if that makes sense, right? You're choosing a new way to perceive the messages that come to you from the universe, that come to you from your inner universe. And the Hermit here is shining the light in this darkness because I don't know, I feel like maybe you guys could have been experiencing a little bit of blockage when it comes down to tapping into your intuition, to knowing exactly what path you're supposed to be on, what direction you're supposed to be heading in, what you're supposed to be doing at this very moment, who you are. Like, this is like another, you know, upgrade that's coming in, but one that is really asking you some of those deeper core questions, dealing with some of those deeper core issues, core programming, core philosophies that are taking place within you. And so with this Hermit energy, with this quarantine energy that the whole world is experiencing, we're really being asked to put on the brakes and to really go internal and deal with the way that maybe we have organized our subconscious mind, the way our subconscious mind has been affecting us with our everyday routine, with our everyday life. So this hermit is really going in search into those deeper core places. I feel this is you, Scorpio, to shine the light on some of the darkness, to figure out what's happening down there in your processing, right? To figure out what's happening deep inside of you. Um, yeah, and this is going to, I feel, connect a stream of consciousness, connect you to a stream of consciousness that comes from the inside, that comes from your internal world, so that it could be better expressed in your everyday life, in your everyday world. I don't know. Scorpio. I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over again, but just saying it differently. But that's what I see happening with you guys. You're doing introspection in so many words. The Two of Wands is here clarified with the King of Cups and the Hierophant. So I do feel like with the Two of Wands, you guys could feel that you're in between two places, in between two worlds, in between the old world dying off and the new world beginning for you. Some of you guys could definitely feel like you're in limbo, just floating, right, with nothing happening. I feel like um, this is where you're supposed to be right now, Scorpio. Definitely, because with this King of Cups, to me, this is representing your consciousness. This is representing the place that you're evolving to, the place that um, you're really taking your throne, taking your power, expressing your true nature, operating in your authenticity is what I feel here. But this King of Cups is really dealing with these very much so internal programs, which is why the King of Cups to me represents your consciousness, but the High Priestess and the Hermit is representing your subconsciousness. And they're dealing with the Seven of Cups energy, which is sorting through the confusion, sorting through the smoke, um, you know, the unknown, choosing one of these cups to operate in, choosing one of these cups to communicate in, instead of having seven different cups, seven different, sources of communication. And so this King of Cups here is processing all of that energy on a conscious level, right? And dealing with the Hierophant energy, which is talking about your traditions, your philosophies, your beliefs. Um, and so on a conscious level, you guys could definitely feel like you're in between two worlds because you are evolving your belief system still. I feel like this could be a reoccurring message for you, Scorpio. You're dealing with the way that you operate. You're dealing with the things that you attract, the things you manifest in your world, the things that you feel you deserve or you don't deserve. This Hierophant here, especially with it being the Raven, is communicating with you like some messages that I feel like are coming from the divine, that are giving you some keys on a conscious level, that are kind of giving you some tools that you can use in order to connect with this energy. Scorpio, hopefully I'm not losing you. I feel like I feel like this is a lot of deep energy that's happening here. You guys are really doing some shadow work. Here is what I definitely feel. You could be definitely facing some of your deep fears, your deep limitations that have operated on you for a while, and the light is really being shined on these shadow parts of yourself, right? In order for them to be integrated, in order for you to see how you can use these fears to motivate you as opposed to holding you back, how you can use these blockages, right, or unblock these blockages, so that you can have a smoother operation, you can have a smoother life, you can move forward with less weight, less baggage. So you're getting some tools. I feel like the divine is really communicating with you with some messages on um, how you can kind of incorporate some things into your everyday routine, to make you tap in more to your intuition, to make you connect more with your higher self. So some of you guys could be running into videos during this time in April that are on YouTube or teachers or just people that are sharing their message, but you're picking up some sort of tools. This could happen through any medium, right? This is something that could happen through you watching a movie, through you conversating with a friend or a family member, through you just being on social media and seeing somebody just post something. But I feel like you're having some tools that are coming in, helping you um, unlock more of your potential, unlock more of your power. Yeah, and put you into a place of power as opposed to being limited in some type of way by a belief system. Um, but you're still at this moment in April really dealing with this energy, and I really feel like it's going to be on a subconscious level. Um, Most of the work is. So some of you guys are being really affected by your dream world, or you're having some really deep dreams. Some of you guys will be having a lot of lucid dreams in the month of April. Some of you guys may be astral traveling, and you're not even trying. You just kind of like step out into it. Um, but you have some things that are being unlocked on a subconscious level, and you're processing it all maybe through your dream world for most Scorpios. For other Scorpios, you may be dealing with it on a conscious level and really using some tools, maybe like affirmations, hypnosis, um, other things like that. You know, it's a lot of tools you can use to deal with your subconscious world. Um, but yeah, some tools are being given to you. All right, I'm going to move on from there. Over here, we have the Eight of Cups energy with the Judgment card and the Empress. This Eight of Cups is talking about moving out, moving away from maybe this old belief system, this old way of seeing the world, this old way of operating. But it is a process that you're doing this, that you're stepping away. You know, it's like you're removing these cups one by one that you have stacked up, put water inside of them, put emotions, put energy, put time into them, and then you stack them up one by one. But in order for you to walk away from it, in order for you to kind of form a new idea of yourself or a new way of being, it's almost like you're needing to take one of those cups down one by one, empty out those emotions, pour them back into you, pour them back into yourself, take them back, and then walk away. So this is something that's taking time. Like I said, this may be something you're dealing with the whole month of April. It's a deep work, is what I'm definitely picking up. But we all have the time, right, Scorpio? For the most of us, anyway, it's like the world is stopped. Like it's not really much going on. So this is a great time that I feel like the universe is really ushering us into this inner healing, this deep work. Because when the time comes for us to step back out of this incubation period, it's going to be way different. Like it's going to be a whole new world for you, Scorpio. I feel for most people too. The judgment energy is here, right? This is what you're stepping into. More of your calling, your purpose, your true soul's mission, your path in life. You're awakening more and more to this on a deeper level. I feel most of you guys have already been on this path of awakening, right? But it takes its levels to it, is what I wanted to say. So you're walking deeper into your calling, walking more away from maybe the societal programming, the cultural programming that you have maybe been operating in for a while. You're choosing this new direction to move deeper and deeper into a philosophy of the soul, right? Programming that comes from your internal universe, like your organic, true operation, um, your true light codes are being kind of given to you at this time. But it is a search. I feel like a lot of you Scorpios are kind of like on a scavenger hunt in the month of April, and it's almost like your soul is in communication with your higher self, and these tools, these clues, these signs are being revealed to you one by one, to bring you back to your true nature, to bring you out of the programming of any external forces that have been kind of running on you, right? So you're being highlighted. This is the Empress energy. It's like you're moving into this dark place, into this unknown place. Not dark negatively, but I'm talking about like on a subconscious level, right? The unknown. And this light is being relit within you with this Empress energy, like this tree, right, being planted in the darkness, but in the dark, this fire is being lit, right? This kind of supernatural fire is being lit within you. And I feel like this is something that's growing deep from within you. I'm really picking up the um, not the sacral chakra, but your gut. I forgot what that chakra is. Excuse me, but yeah, it's like that gut feeling. Going back to your intuition, this is a place of power that's really being highlighted for you in the month of April. That's really being relit for you, refueled for you in some type of way, to where all of your power, all of your information, all of your guidance is really going to be coming from your gut, Scorpio, because you're doing a clearing of your gut. You're doing a clearing of your intuitive space, right? This also has to do with your drive, your will to live, your emotional space. A lot of this is being healed though, and a lot of this is being reawakened with this Empress energy is what I'm definitely feeling while you're in this space of almost like the dark night of the soul, but it's more so like this hermit energy. You're searching for the light. You're wanting to bring more light to your consciousness. You're wanting to um, integrate your subconscious with your conscious mind. You know, I feel like you're reigniting something in you that for some of you guys probably hasn't been lit since childhood, is what I'm definitely picking up with this Empress energy. Yeah, it's like a fuel that's coming online, something that's coming online within you, very deep within you. All right, Scorpio, hopefully I'm not just rambling and just like not making any sense, but I am channeling, so I'm trying to put it into words for you guys, but it's like it's sometimes hard to put into words. All right, so the Queen of Wands energy is here with the Hermit again and the Eight of Pentacles. This Queen of Wands, to me, feels like the action that will be taken after the Hermit, you know, connects to this stream of consciousness, connects to these signs, these symbols, these hieroglyphics, these subconscious programs that are ready to come online, that I feel like are coming online in April. This Queen of Wands is representing some of that Aries energy, that you're going to feel this push, you're going to feel this inspiration, you're going to feel this like fire, because you have a lot of these messages that will be coming in through your consciousness, that will be opening you up, that will be highlighted, um, maybe intuitively for you. But you're going to know something in the month of April that I feel like you didn't know in the month of March. You know, and this Eight of Pentacles to me is you having this information, having this clarity, this knowledge, and wanting to build something with it, right? It's almost like, let's say if you were a spider and you were building a web, and most of the time if you watch spiders, they get out and they do this like every day or every other day. It's their routine, right? But I feel like with these changes that are coming in, with this new level of awakening that's coming in, you're building your web with a new design, right? Like, let's say every day you used to build this web with a certain just regular design. It was just used to catch your food, right? To rest in, to sleep in, and that's it. But this new information that's coming in on a more deeper level is kind of giving you this info to build your web in a different way, to build your world in a different way, to build your network in a new way, right? To use a different design, because you're catching different things, right? It's like you're catching bigger things, you're catching or manifesting larger things. So the same web design the same network that you used before, the same way of operating, the same way of being won't work moving forward. And it's almost like you're being pushed into this new space, Scorpio. You're being pushed to upgrade your web, your design. So this is really going deep, like, and I'm picking it up and I'm trying to put it into words, but the picture is saying it all. It's like you're in the middle of this new design, this new expansion that's taking place. And it's almost like this, what I said in the beginning of the reading, this upward spiral that's taking place. You're down at the very starting point of it. And what you're about to start doing after you come out of this hermit mode is to start to expand, right? Like how much you can pick up, how much you can feel, how much you can manifest, how much you can attract into your world. Um, Something about the design is changing. Wow, this is deep, especially what I'm feeling, Scorpio. You're more so going to experience it. So you'll kind of know what I'm talking about as you get into the month of April and you start to see it unfold and you kind of like pick up on it on a subconscious level. But this is so subconscious that I really can't put it into words. But I'm doing my best. All right. I keep giving you guys disclaimers. Let's go over here before we go into your futuristic energy. This is the Nine of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands and the Emperor. This Nine of Pentacles is talking about your independence, your autonomy, your sovereignty, your power, right? You being you and you winning at being you is what the Nine of Pentacles is representing. I feel like this is where you're moving into in a newer way though, right? Because some of us that watch tarot all the time, we always see the cards over and over again, right? But this Nine of Pentacles to me is really representing this space that you're going to be in after you come out of this hermit energy. You're going to be experiencing this already, but I feel like this is the success that you get. This is the financial opportunity that comes in. This is the material effect that your internal world is going to have on you, right? This is the material world that you're attracting after you get these things in order and you move these things around and you deal with this subconscious programming. This is the reward that's going to come. You having the ability to attract abundance. You having the ability to stand on your own, to have your own resources, to manifest this material wealth in a way that maybe you haven't experienced it before. All right. My theory about this whole shift and transition that's happening all over the world is that the frequency is becoming a lot higher, right? And a lot of this dense 3D frequency has to be cleared off of the planet in some sort of way, which is why this is almost forcing everybody to go inside and do this internal work to deal with some of these denser frequencies that we've been dealing with for a while. But once we step back out into this new world, into these newer frequencies, things are going to be a lot lighter. Things are going to be moving a lot quicker. Things are going to be manifesting a lot faster, especially if you do the work during this time. And so this Ace of Wands energy with the Nine of Pentacles is talking about this swift movement, this action that you're going to be taking, things that come to you easily because we don't have the same type of design. You don't have the same sort of baggage. You don't have the same sort of philosophy, belief system, limitations, societal structural beliefs. You move away from them and into your own organic design, into your own soul calling, right? Into the Empress energy, which is the designer, the builder. And you expand yourself from those 3D dense energies into these 4D, 5D energies. All right, making manifestation a lot easier. So the Emperor is also here talking about this this masculine energy that comes, this passion, this drive, this will that comes after the hermit energy, where you're ready to continue to build, right? You're ready to build the empire. You're ready to maintain the empire. You're ready to have the control of your life instead of giving it up to subconscious programming, giving your power away, right? It's like the tools that I feel like you guys are going to be tapping into is the tool to create your reality, as opposed to believing that your reality creates itself, as opposed to believing that you just have to go with the flow of the things that are being thrown at you, um, right? Instead of creating what you want in your life, envisioning what you want, and believing that you already have it and that it is already attached to you, right? We're going back to the law of attraction, going back to the basics, but sometimes we can know all this information, right? We can study all of these different areas, or philosophies, but still don't have them working within us subconsciously. And this is what it's about for you, Scorpio. All right, I'm moving on to your futuristic energy. We're kind of like deep in, and we're 26 minutes in. So I kind of need to wrap it up for you guys. All right, so futuristic energy, we have the Four of Swords, we have the Five of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords here, and then the Five of Cups to end it for you. 1 second, let me see if I can move everything over. All right, so sorry about that, Scorpio. With the Four of, sorry, I'm having all type of difficulties. This light is like shining right in my face and it's hot. All right, so Four of Swords is here, clarified by the Justice energy, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles. This Four of Swords to me is the rest that comes in once you kind of redesign this intuitive subconscious world. This is the rest that comes in, that you're able to sleep easy, right? You guys know the place that you're at when you're like about to fall asleep at nighttime, right? And it's like you really tap into your deep subconscious mind right when you're about to fall asleep. And if you kind of like catch yourself right when you're about to go to sleep, and let's say you wake back up, you really like get a little hit of what's happening to you subconsciously or on a subconscious level. I don't know. That's how it happens for me. And a lot of times I can tap into like the blockages or the belief system or the fears or whatever when I'm at that point. This is what I feel being, depicted with the Four of Swords here. You guys able to do all of this work, redesign your internal world in a new way to where you don't have what I just explained, right? Like when you go to lay down, you don't feel those fears anymore. You don't feel those limiting belief systems. You don't feel the blocks, the things holding you back. You're able to rest or be at ease with this Four of Swords because of this internal work that you've done. The Justice card is talking about this karmic conclusion that comes, is what I feel you've completed something. And so the Justice card always comes after a cycle has been completed, and it gives you either karmic rewards or karmic retribution. I feel like you guys are going to have karmic rewards, though, because you have this Ten of Pentacles here, which is talking about abundance coming in, expansion coming in, manifestations coming in, bringing color, bringing life to your life, bringing you out of the darkness, out of the black and white, bringing you into that expansive energy, right? And I feel that is connected so much with this Eight of Pentacles energy and this web that you're redesigning for yourself. And this web that you're building right now is the thing that's going to be catching these pentacles. Okay, if that makes any sense. 10 of Pentacles. So you jump from the 8 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. And I feel that you guys are really working on true expansion. Because after we have awakening, then we have expansion. All right, after we finish exploring, then we start to build. And yeah, I feel like this is the case for you, Scorpio. Okay, let's try to wrap this up. We're 30 minutes in. For the people that really don't like long videos, because that's me too. All right, 5 of Swords clarified with the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. It is once again, I feel like walking away. Some of you guys are walking away from conflict, internal conflict, or external conflict that's kind of being manifested because there is internal conflict. The 8 of Swords definitely represents this, box that some of you guys have been living in is getting quite uncomfortable. And because you see no way out, you have to go in, right? Because you can't solve the problem on an external level, you have to go internal to transcend the problem. And I feel like this is a reiteration of what's happening, the storyline of you feeling the conflict, wanting to walk away from it, but you didn't find a way out in your external world. You couldn't find a way out. This probably led to a lot of disappointment, sadness, and so you're going back over maybe some of the things that happened to you in the past or the place that you've been stuck in order to find your way out. And I feel the way out is you going deep into your internal world, the High Priestess energy, the Hermit energy, the Hierophant energy. This is transcending instead of fighting. I think you put the swords down and you're choosing to transcend now. The Knight of Swords energy with the Ace of Cups and the Mother of Pentacles here. Things being able to move forward very quickly once this work is done. I feel like towards the end of April, you're really going to start to feel this momentum happen within your realm of emotional fulfillment or happiness, or just life being a little bit different, life being lighter after you expand into this new energy. And the Mother of Pentacles, I feel like, is you protecting this newfound space that you're in. You really doing what it takes in order to stay here and not go back to some of this older, uncomfortable, conflictive energy of the past. All right. This is the true opposite of your past energy. You moving forward into action, moving forward into your goals, into your manifestations, into success stories. You experiencing this Ace of Cups, this blessing, this gift from the universe in more ways than one, right? Romantic relationships, life in general, you loving what you do for work, you loving how you attract. All right, this is talking about lifestyle here. And the Mother of Pentacles, once again, like I said, is the protection of your new life, the protection of you birthing your new world. Down here we have the 5 of Cups, right? You walking away from those past energies, you making peace with the past with the 4 of Swords here, and knowing that your future is a lot brighter, and you stepping into the new world, the World card, expansion, fertility, authenticity, spirituality, creativity, manifestations. All right, Scorpio, so it's looking good after this energy is cleared, after some things are sorted out, after you design this new web for yourself. It's going to be looking pretty good. Let's do your fairy card. You guys get the Ace of Autumn. It says a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. Yeah, like I was saying. All right, happiness is coming in, emotional fulfillment is coming in, money, abundance is coming in, material wealth, manifestations are just coming in. And if you look at the picture, this is somebody who is experiencing a lot of manifestations. Like she has so much that they're just like stacked on top of each other. Like she's enjoying life. She has a smile on her face. She's experiencing this new design that's catching more manifestations than it used to. Because in the older design, there was a lot of chinks in your armor. There was a lot of holes in this web, and you kept building the same web over and over again, is what I feel. But um, you were wondering why it wasn't having the effect. It wasn't bringing about the desired effect. But now I feel like you have the time to do the work to change the design of the web to catch bigger manifestations in April. And I feel you're going to enjoy the outcome, Scorpio. So let's wrap it up right there. We're 35 minutes in. Hopefully, you guys resonated with that. If you did, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel. All right. I will see you guys in the next reading. Later.